Evening and welcome to Empty Bowls 2021. I'm Valerie Peterson and I'm the Development Director at the Food Bank of Siouxland. In lieu of our typical in-person Empty Bowls event, our staff and board of directors hope that tonight's event brings you some joy during this difficult time. We know firsthand that food insecurity is a difficult topic and one that should not be taken lightly. Well over 25,000 people in Siouxland have experienced food insecurity this year, with over 10,000 of those being our most vulnerable population, children. The Food Bank of Siouxland's board of directors and staff work hard to ensure that those in need in our community have access to food. In addition to our work with over 100 agency partners across 11 counties in Siouxland, we are also home to the Backpack Program, Food for Kids, the Mobile Pantry Program, Food to You, and the Mobile School Pantry Program, Food for Families. This past year has changed so much for so many. Lost jobs, deviations from our normal routine, adjustments in schooling, and tragically, the loss of loved ones. Tonight, not only do we hope to raise awareness for those in need, but we hope to raise your spirits as well. While planning the event, the one word that kept circulating our meetings and planning sessions was fun. We hope that tonight we can provide some respite from the heaviness of the past year while raising awareness and funds to ensure that there is one less thing to worry about in the homes of so many. While watching this, if you feel joy and are in a place that you are able to give, we ask that you consider donating. Every dollar makes a huge impact, providing 6 meals for individuals and families in need in Siouxland. Be sure to check out our silent auction, and don't forget that the silent auction closes at 8:30, so be sure to get your bids in. Thank you for joining us, and we hope tonight's Mystery Basket Cooking Competition brings you a greater understanding of the Food Bank of Siouxland and our services, but most importantly, we hope you enjoy our program and have fun. And now I'm pleased to present our 2021 Mystery Basket Cooking Competition.
Good evening and welcome to Empty Bowls 2021, presented by the Food Bank of Siouxland. You know, the past year has been particularly challenging for all of us, and tonight we hope to bring some joy and some fun into your home, all while raising awareness for those in need in Siouxland. And since we can't be together tonight for the traditional Empty Bowls Hunger Awareness event and fundraiser, the Food Bank of Siouxland has had to do what many of you have had to do, and that is what our contestants might have to do tonight, and that is pivot. We're going to pivot and adjust. We're going to have a lot of fun, too, along the way. So buckle your seatbelts. Here we go. Tonight, the Food Bank of Siouxland, Seaboard Triumph Foods, and KTIV present a mystery basket cooking competition in place of the more traditional Empty Bowls meal that's usually held. Tonight, our contestants are competing in Western Iowa Tech Community College's beautiful culinary arts school, and we're asking our contestants tonight to make an entree for our judges. We have 3 judges. They're going to use items that would be found in a food box from one of the agencies of the Food Bank of Siouxland. Each of the partner agencies have these food items available to the people that they serve. The contestants will be required to use at least 3 items plus a mystery ingredient, and we're going to find out what that's going to be in just a moment. They're being given an hour and a half to plan, prepare, and plate their meals for our judges. There are the esteemed judges right there. We'll meet them in just a moment. I don't think there's too much trepidation about who's going to be making the food and what's going to be served to them in a little bit. They seem to be fired up about it because it is all for good cause and for good fun. All right, let's meet tonight's contestants. And first of all, we have from Powell Broadcasting, Candace Nash. Are you ready to go, Candace?
I don't know. When are you ever really ready for this? I have no idea.
What is your experience with cooking? Are you a good cook?
I feed my family and they're all alive.
Are you a master? Are you a master chef, would you say?
I would not say I'm a master
No.
chef. I do occasionally have meat in the freezer that like loses like what it is. So we have mystery meat night. And that I just put in a crock pot and then I figure out what to do with it once it's cooked and I figure out what it is. So no, I am not a master chef at all.
you could become one.
I know.
Right here at
I
Western
know.
Iowa Tech Community College.
They gave me this to use, and I have a meat thermometer. I'm all ready.
You look professional. You
I
look
know.
like
well,
you're
I
ready
look
to go.
professional. I don't think I am, but I look it.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and why you're here.
I work at PAL Broadcasting, KSU Radio, along with Tony Michaels in the morning on KSU. We have a heck of a lot of fun there, so I'm just going to try to be the fun factor, and I really want to get into this and see what's in here, especially the mystery item. I'm
Very
ready.
soon.
I have a husband of 33 years. Yes, he's put up with me for 33 years. Can you believe it? And 3 boys all over 6 feet tall. So I can feed kids.
How are you feeling about tonight's competition? Are you feeling confident?
Not really. No, not confident.
All right, let's meet our other contestant now. Our other contestant tonight on the other side of the kitchen is Carl Treiber from Seaboard Triumph Foods, the presenting sponsor of tonight's event. Carl, welcome. Are you feeling good?
Feel great. Yeah, excited to be here. Very excited.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
You know, I'm a South Dakota farm kid from Elcester, South Dakota. Have a beautiful wife of 30 years, 3 sons, and graduate of both graduates of USD, and then I won at Iowa State. Obviously, the Iowa State bandana here. So,
are you feeling confident, or how do you feel about tonight's competition?
well, you know, my expertise of cooking is I can burn a steak with the best of them, and that's really about it. So we'll see what happens.
You're from a food company, though. Do you have an unfair advantage?
I don't believe I do.
No?
Other than I love bacon.
Great. Carl, great to have you here tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's meet our 3 judges right now. We've got Jenny from the Food Bank of Siouxland. Jenny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been at the Food Bank of Siouxland for about 6.5 years. I'm the operations director, so in charge of, paying attention to what comes in, making sure everything goes back out, working with our agencies to ensure that they have what they need to feed people.
How are you feeling about tonight's event? Are you looking forward?
I'm excited. I'm waiting,
Yeah.
excited to see what they come up with, and I think our mystery ingredient is interesting, and I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Next up, we have Jacob Wanderscheid, Executive Director from the Food Bank of Siouxland. Welcome, Jacob. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, Jacob Wanderscheid from Sioux City, Iowa. Did go away to college and came back with my wife. Have 3 kids that they're really involved in activities, and just really glad to be here.
It's your first year as the Executive Director, too.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Assumed the position from Linda Scheid last summer, and had been with the food bank for over 7 years.
And we're all wearing the mask today because of the pandemic, and that's really made for a big need for the services.
Right. We saw a huge increase when the pandemic took effect in March, and our biggest year that we've ever had was 2020. We look to continue that to make sure people can eat going forward.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Tim Walls from our presenting sponsor tonight, Seaboard Triumph Foods. Tim, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a recent in transition transplant from Green Bay, Wisconsin to Sioux City. Happy to be here, happy to represent our company and help the community any way we can. I've been married 30 years. I have 2 adult children. So adult children are figuring out what they're doing, and my wife and I are starting our transition process to Sioux City.
I like the mask that says homegrown with Wisconsin on it there.
I was a little nervous to wear it in here for that. But.
All right, we've got 2 from the Food Bank, 1 from Seaboard Triumph Foods. Is it going to be a fair judging tonight?
Oh, yeah.
One of our contestants is from Seaboard Triumph.
Yeah, we brought bacon. So
you brought bacon? Okay.
What I was told was I get 2 votes.
Good deal.
But I'm honest, so.
You stacked the deck, Carl.
Anybody nervous at all? I know Candace was voicing some concern about hoping just not to food poison anybody.
I'm hoping not to get food poisoning tonight, too.
We're almost guaranteed that that's not going to happen.
Good, good.
Great to meet you all. Let's do this.
Yeah.
We also want to thank KES Productions for their help putting this production together tonight here at Western Iowa Tech Community College. And now we have the Development Director from the Food Bank of Siouxland, Valerie Peterson, and you are here to unveil the mystery ingredient in just a moment. But first, tell us about this event and why it's so important.
Well, this year's event is especially important because of the increase that we've seen in Siouxland over the past year of those in need of food assistance. Food insecurity has been on the rise due to people losing their jobs, not being able to live their normal lives due to the pandemic. So we are here tonight to raise hunger awareness and hopefully raise funds for the Food Bank of Siouxland so we can continue our services to the community.
It's a very important mission every year, and it serves a large portion of the whole region, but especially this year with the pandemic, you've really had a need this year.
Yes, absolutely. We've seen an increase in pounds distributed from our warehouse of almost 1 million pounds.
Wow.
So the normal, last year we saw 2.6 million pounds of food distributed from our warehouse, and this year we saw over 3.5 million pounds of food distributed from our warehouse. So just shy of 1 million.
And that's why we're here doing it again tonight, to raise awareness and raise funds to help the important cause. Are you ready to unveil the mystery ingredient?
I am. Contestants, are you ready? So tonight's mystery ingredient is something a little different. It comes from our friends at Coated Kernels.
Oh, wow.
So tonight, our mystery ingredient consists of plain salted popcorn, cinnamon bun flavored popcorn, and cheddar jalapeno popcorn. Now, you do not need to use all 3 flavors. You can choose one, but it does need to be incorporated into your dish somewhere. The mystery basket items that are on your counters, you need to include at least 3 of those items in your meals tonight.
How are you feeling about this, contestants? Carl, what do you think about the popcorn? Is that a
Well,
big surprise?
No, I just soon have a bag over here and I'll be eating someone cooking.
It's not a side dish now.
Oh, okay.
Candace, how do you feel about the mystery ingredient?
I'm not sure I've ever cooked with popcorn. Maybe it will be the dessert. We'll see.
Are you already working something up
Working
in your mind?
something. Yes.
All right. You guys can now uncover your boxes. And again, you've got to use at least 3 of the ingredients from the boxes. And these are food items in the food boxes provided to the agency, the partner agencies of the Food Bank of Siouxland.
1, 2,
2,
3.
Well, that's,
Woo, bacon!
Looks like all kinds of good options for you there.
Okay, we need
All right.
3.
oh, mac
Are you
and
ready? Will you
cheese,
get
yeah.
90 minutes to come up with something? Carl, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Candace, you ready?
I'm getting there.
Let's have a countdown. From 3, 90 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Cook. Already
Use
pulled
the
2
chicken.
of the packages of bacon nearby.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
You've got
This.
chicken in there.
Okay.
You've got, is that pancake mix?
I got Bartlett pears, pancake mix. Pancake mix I can use as a thickener if I need to, so that would work.
I'm impressed that you
This.
know something like that.
I could do my bacon in a soup, and then I could also do bacon sandwiches with some Gouda cheese.
Carl, what do you think over here?
I
You've
got
already
beans,
opened the jar of
beans,
peanut butter, I
got
see.
rice over there.
Yeah, you know, the mac and cheese was a staple in college, so I got that figured
We're
out.
at Western Iowa Tech Community College.
That's right.
in the
Exactly.
beautiful Culinary Arts School.
Certainly. And the bacon, I know how to do bacon. Now, there's other stuff I'm not quite sure, but I'll figure
There's a
out
lot
something.
to deal with there, isn't there?
Yeah,
Now,
there
you
is
don't
a
have to
lot.
use everything, but you do have to use at least 3
3,
ingredients.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
We've got bacon, there's chicken leg quarters. We've got broth here. Oh, vegetable cooking stock. You mentioned with Candace over there, the pancake mix. Is this kale? What is the,
I don't know if it's basil or what is it.
what are you thinking right now? Have you got anything going yet?
No
or
idea.
Am I just distracting you?
No,
from-
you're fine. You're fine. No idea yet.
All right, good luck. Now, we do have these ingredients in the middle that are open to everybody, right? Come on. Is that right? Come on over. Yeah, the middle table here, we've got eggs, milk, there's Greek yogurt, limes, onions, all kinds of goodies. And then, of course, spices. If anybody needs whole bay leaves, there they are. And just in case 3 packs of bacon wasn't enough, there's a lot more right here in the middle. Candace, are you getting that?
Okay. Uncle Ben's. Hello, Uncle Ben.
Here are precise measurements there by Candace with the rice there.
So I got my rice. Do I have noodles? You just never mind. Ooh, I want
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Now,
I like this
earlier
one.
it was asked, the contestants should avoid throwing food at each other or
Right.
trying to distract each other. No sabotage
I
here.
want a
Where?
tomato.
Well, maybe a little bit of sabotage.
No food. Any ideas?
Use that. What
You
is
can't
this?
give me
Hey,
ideas? Oh, boy.
Or, breadcrumbs? What is that? Breadcrumbs? Okay. We can use that. I'm going to boil our chicken I'm looking for
Now, do we
noodles.
have,
What are these?
we have some people here
Fresh
to watch and make sure you guys are doing okay, right? Some of the pros here from Western Iowa Tech. And this who's helping you over here?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Jordan is opening my stuff. I don't know about
Does
the
Carl get a
peas
Jordan?
yet. Yeah, Carl
Or
gets
the
one.
students?
but not a
James.
Jordan.
The culinary students from here are helping. Who's your
Oh, I
helper
gotta
over
put
here,
gloves
Carl?
on.
James.
James?
Yep, this
James,
is
how's
James.
he doing so far? Are you just supervising? Are
No.
you giving any advice?
He is
or
giving me advice.
not allowed to give advice. Now, are you there to say, well, I don't know if I would do that or not, or are you just here to make sure that nothing bad happens?
That's very, very important.
Now, Carl, what are you doing? I see you breaking some eggs and putting them in a pan.
Well, I gotta have a base, and I think my eggs might be my base. I'm not sure
Okay.
yet. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But we have 90 minutes. I mean, shoot. What can go wrong
Quite a
in
bit
90
of time,
minutes?
huh?
Noodles would be delightful. Have you seen any noodles? Oh, let's see here. I need 2 cups.
Don't forget, we've got peeled garlic here, too. More
I
garlic
know, I got a bunch of that.
than you can shake a stick at.
Okay, so we need to get this boiling. Whoopie day. Okay, so we're gonna cook up rice.
Candace, what you got rolling? What do you got rolling over there?
It's my chicken and my bacon. How about you?
Yeah, I think that's a good base to work with.
I might be doing my chicken a little different. What are you doing with your chicken? Do you know?
No, I haven't decided yet.
All right, Jordan. So I do.
Is that an
I wanna
item?
stay
Do I have to
safe.
use 3 out of here, right?
I think you can use all you want, right? You just have to use at least
A
3.
minimum of 3?
Yep. It'd be impressive if you used everything.
Okay. Can you keep an eye on that water for me, Jordan? This is a lot of chicken. Look at this. High V. All righty. I think we have to plate up 4. Let's get. Will you throw that on the stove and get that boiling?
Needle is just pour a little egg. How do you cut a chicken?
Hey, Jordan, do we have any salt? Gosh, I wish I had a assistant in my kitchen at home. This is kind of nice. Thank you, sir. Makes my husband very nervous when I use a knife that way. Quite frankly, it makes everyone nervous when I use a knife that way. But what I'm trying to do is just get some of this fat off of here. So I'm going to boil my chicken down, and then I'm going to pull it off of the bones. I'm going to make soup, I think. How's my water over there, big shooter?
Tim, how are things looking? What do you have you had a chance to see how Carl and Candace are doing? No idea what to expect really at this point, I guess, huh? Yeah.
We're gonna have to push.
Awesome.
What, Jenny, what do you think she's
I got
making over
chicken
there?
hands
I don't
right
know. I'm
now,
excited.
so-
It seems like she's trimming down her chicken. She's got some. She's definitely played with a knife before.
Yeah, she knows her
so-
way around that
yeah,
knife.
she does.
That knife is sharper than mine in my kitchen, I can tell you that.
Well,
too.
that's because they're professional
Well,
knives.
we're in the
but she's-
culinary art school here.
I'm
Western
super
Iowa Tech.
excited. I like chicken, so.
I haven't seen him touch the bacon yet, so
Yeah.
I'm a little
little
disappointed.
concerned about that, huh? There's an unusually large amount of bacon here too. I'm sure. I'm very confident that'll get brought into the picture before too long. What do you think, Jake? What do you think Candace is working on there, or Carl?
Well, it looks like they are trimming that chicken, so they must be trying to use that as the main thrust here. It looks like Candace grabbed some rice, so it could be a chicken casserole coming our way.
What do you guys make of nobody's touched the required mystery ingredient yet? The popcorn.
I think they're still thinking through what to do.
Might have thrown them for a loop.
Yeah,
huh?
it's a
Big one.
big one.
All right. So far, so good, I'd
So
say.
far,
huh?
so good.
Carl, what have you got going there?
Well, this chicken leg here is being a little tough for me to get. So I'm just working it. I'm used to pork, but chicken, I'm not very good at chicken.
Maybe your knife needs sharpening. There's another one over there if you wanted to. Or maybe you could abandon the chicken and start over.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. I could do that.
The judges are a little worried they don't see any bacon being used yet.
Oh, there'll be bacon used. That's a staple of everyone's diet is bacon.
Let's see how Candace is doing. Candace, how's it going over here?
Well, it's kind of early to tell.
You were
Hey,
cutting
did you
through.
find out what Carl's making?
Well, he's over there struggling to cut his chicken, but you were cutting
Oh.
through your chicken like a boss. Over
Oh,
here,
well,
I
there you
noticed.
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
I suggested he used the other knife because it looked like maybe it was
Yeah.
sharper.
Look at that bone.
The judges
yeah.
were
Well, I
thinking.
gotta get I'm gonna get my
I'm
chicken
giving up on
boiling. I think it's 1 cup of rice to 2
Okay.
cups of water, but I'm not sure that's right. We're gonna try
That
it.
sounds good enough. Sounds close enough. Have you eliminated any of the ingredients? Have you decided against anything?
I might just use the noodles out of here and save the cheese packet for something else.
That's an interesting idea.
That's what
you
I'm
could make the
thinking.
popcorn more cheesy.
That's what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking about the popcorn?
You know,
have you let that into your
The
mind?
church ladies make a popcorn salad.
Want me to call the church lady?
I kind of do. Can we phone a friend? Would that be
Oh, I should
okay?
have-
Let's do that.
I think
Don't-
I'm going to use the
Don't
noodles.
let Carl
out of
hear
this.
what you're thinking about, though, because he might steal your idea. Very exciting times, very active here in the kitchen right now. We'll see what they come up with.
Perfect.
We're going to use the noodles out of here and
We're-
save
I
the
gotta get my
cheese
knife
for
again?
another day. That's my big plan. I figure if you put enough stuff into soup, it'll be just fine. Which one here? This one? Nope, that was the back.
Ooh.
Whee! Okay, there we go.
It looks like some
Might
butter
have too
has
much
been
water
located.
there,
Yes.
Jordan. Oh, we have butter.
Carl, did that other knife cut any better?
I gave up on the
Did
chicken.
you?
I gave up on it.
Salt?
That's the great thing about
Oh,
having so many
awesome.
ingredients
That's right.
to choose from.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly
Mhm.
right.
Something doesn't work, move on.
Thinking we have too much. I got a mess going here.
We're about 15 minutes in now, contestants. 15 minutes in. We're about 20 minutes into the competition now. A little more than an hour to go yet. Jenny, what's it looking like?
It's looking pretty good. We're definitely going to have some chicken. Seems to be our main course so far today.
I think Carl abandoned the chicken.
Oh no,
actually.
Carl
Yeah,
has abandoned the
I
chicken.
think so.
Candace is looking like she's a pro with some of that
They
chicken over
look
there.
like they
so
know what they're doing, don't they?
I'm still waiting to see for somebody to grab this mystery ingredient. It's still, nobody's added their popcorn yet.
Jake, what are you thinking over there? I don't see any bacon.
I know.
Cooking
I'm a little disappointed. The bacon is what the ingredient
Most
that I'm looking
important
for.
ingredient,
Yeah, right. That's
yeah.
what I'm looking forward most to. So I am a big fan of rice. So Candace does have that going for her right now.
Yeah, I'm confident they'll both be having bacon in there pretty soon. Tim, what are your initial impressions here about 20 minutes in?
Well, I think both contestants are doing great. I think they've gotten their legs under them and they're working steadily toward a plan. And I think all of us are excited to see what they come up with.
They're at least selling the look of it, aren't they?
They
They look
sure
like
are.
they know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
They sure are.
All right, we've got an exciting development over here.
How's that rice
Over
doing?
here at Candace's cutting board. What are you doing there with the bacon, Candace?
Well, I'm cutting it. I know, it's pretty fancy.
You're cutting it into little pieces there, huh?
I am. I'm dicing it up.
Well, the judges were excited to see the bacon.
Oh,
coming into
I
play
can
now.
use bacon 7 ways to Sunday. I was gonna make bacon and cheese sandwiches. Then I had these other ingredients, and I've got some bacon out here. Just can I get another half sheet?
I can feel
So this might be too much.
the stove
But,
heating up over here.
so I'm thinking if you're gonna feed a family, and these are your ingredients, you want your ingredients to go as far as you can make them go. So I'm gonna save the
I didn't even see that.
pancake mix. I'm going to take the noodles out of the mac and cheese and save the cheese packet for something else, like to use maybe in another soup another day.
I'm going to stir your noodles.
Something
Oh,
like
this
that.
is the rice.
That's the rice.
My bad,
Perfect.
that's
yeah.
the rice.
How's
Okay.
that? Make sure that chicken's not boiling over in the back there too, would you?
No, it's good.
Good. All right. And the other pot there is for that we're going to use the noodles out of this.
All right, let's catch up with Carl over here now. Carl, you're whisking something there. What's going on?
Well, I'm thinking maybe some pancakes. Pancakes with popcorn, actually.
That's
You ever heard of
interesting.
that before?
I haven't, but they make pancakes with chocolate chips in them. So
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Not a bad plan. I can smell those onions too.
Yeah, they smell really good.
You know what you'll do with those?
Yeah, I got a plan.
Okay.
I got a plan. It's coming together very slowly, but it is coming together.
Carl's got a plan with the onions and the pancakes.
Okay. Let's put that in the
Use
oven.
that as breadings.
Almost
What
there.
are these? What are these? What temp are these?
This we are going to drain. The beans we're going to drain. Let's back over here. Use that today. Kale I'll probably use. The butter I need a little bit for this.
where do we keep it warm at? Or they have to all be served at one time? Well, I don't know if that's fair, but that's all right.
Regular? Nothing in this one?
Candace,
Huh?
how's it going over there?
I got chicken boiling. What are you doing with your chicken?
I gave up on the chicken.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, I love chicken. What are you making? Are you telling?
Well, it's gonna have bacon in it.
Yeah. I threw the bacon in the oven. I diced it up.
Everybody loves bacon.
That's what I figure. So I figure I'm just going to get the judges drunk on bacon.
Good idea.
I know, right?
Yeah. James, you're being a really good participant because you're not sharing anything with me.
Candace, it warms the heart
What's
to
that?
see how cooperative you and Carl are being with each other, sharing ideas, or are you?
Well, I
you
don't
guys
know.
could be sabotaging each other.
I don't know. You know, there is a judge from Seaboard, and they also brought the bacon. So I'm not saying he stacked the deck, but I'm kind of saying he stacked the deck.
But if it goes against you, then you always have that card to play.
Yeah.
with it.
Did you steal my butter, Candace?
I think I have the whole thing of butter.
I do. Right here.
Oh,
I think we
okay.
each
I
have
didn't
one.
know. Can you dump those in for me? Give them a little stir. Thank you. We're going to use a lot
Can I
of
do
butter.
bacon?
Okay. This is a little bigger than I need, but it'll work.
Well, he's one of our judges here today, but he's also the CEO of Seaboard Triumph Foods. And we're going to take a short intermission break now to hear more from him. We'll be right back to hear more about what our chefs are making.
Perfect. Do you put
Well, Siouxland Food Bank's important to us like it's important for most of the other companies that support it. It's food scarcity in this area, and especially during the pandemic, has become more and more critical. Being in food manufacturing, it's important for us to support all the charities that we can, but particularly those that distribute and give out food to those that are in need. And again, during this pandemic, I know from meeting with the team at Food Bank, it's never been needed more than it is now, and the amount of members and the amount of people in the community that need their services continue to increase. And our goal is to continue to help meet that need and to help support it and be as great a citizen in the community as we can. So that the pandemic continues to affect us as it does most manufacturers. So working with the Chamber of Commerce and the city, we continue to get reports from everyone that labor due to the pandemic is one of the most critical things that's facing any of the manufacturing groups in and around not only Siouxland but in the country. I rarely talk to any business or any manufacturer that isn't negatively affected. And for all the right reasons. People initially were very scared, protected their families, stayed away, and now businesses are working through what that looks like in the future. Our hope at Seaboard Triumph Foods is that the vaccines arrive as soon as they can. Obviously, our 2,000 partners in this facility are essential workforce, and we're encouraging everyone in our employment group to get the vaccine and help get this back under control and get us to a point where manufacturers are able to continue to feed America. You know, I don't as a person have, but I grew up in a really small farming community in Kentucky. My dad was a foreman at General Electric and owned his own business, and we planted gardens and did all the things that really all the families at that time did. So food scarcity was never something that I faced, but we knew plenty of people that did face it, and we helped them. And in any community, Sioux City, Siouxland's no different. We're only as strong as the community's willing to help each other. And I think this community, from what I've seen, for my wife and I here, has been very welcoming. The community's great. They've been very supportive, and we appreciate all that and hope to continue to be great citizens back to the community as well. Well, I hope Siouxland continues to build on the great community they have You know, I hope, and I know the mayor and the city council and the chamber are working really hard to get readily available, affordable housing. And I think that needs to continue to be something that we work on as a community of leaders and a community of business leaders together to continue to bring people, because we've got such a great, I think that the future's bright. And I think we have a lot of things that together we can do different that will make a positive impact on Sioux City for years to come. I would like to thank the food bank. The Empty Bowls event that they hosted at the college was a great event. It was fun. I think it's going to lead to a lot of future things that we can do, and I know Seaboard Triumph Foods. I was happy to judge, and Carl Treiber was one of our participants, and Carl had a great time, and it was great to be part of, and we were happy to sponsor and host it.
All right, we're back. Let's check in with our contestants. We'll start over here with you, Candace. You've got like every burner going here almost.
I do.
Now, can you handle all that? That's
no,
like,
I cannot.
like
no.
overdrive.
Jordan's keeping me on. He's first-year student, is that right? At Western Iowa Tech's Culinary School here, so he's helping me out,
Okay.
keeping me honest over here.
All right,
So,
I can smell the butter and the garlic.
Yep.
A marriage together in the pan.
And then we're gonna add some onion.
Okay.
And I do the garlic first, and then I add my onion. And I know I got a knife in my hand. I know that. This is not the way. Do not try this at home.
What else
people.
have we got here? Looks like your macaroni is boiling here. You've
Yep,
got the
my
rice
macaroni.
done. And is that the chicken? What is that?
That's
oh, is
the
that chicken
chicken.
and bacon? Huh?
Nope, the bacon's underneath
Oh.
here. Here's bacon.
Oh, okay, in the oven.
So we have strips of bacon that I want to bribe the judges with, and then that's going to go in my soup. I mean, I got a plan here.
That's brilliant.
I know, right?
Diabolical almost.
Anytime.
I'm going to use the Seaboard Triumph bacon, because they brought it, to bribe the... Hey, there's one of our judges.
One of the judges
Can I put
slash
water with that?
CEO of Seaboard
I got
Triumph
a
Foods.
little appetizer piece of bacon for you cooking. It'll be ready in
Oh,
just
that's
a
no, that's
little
not
bit.
the CEO. I'm sorry.
How are
I
you?
thought it was Tit back there.
That's Mr. Wondershine.
Yeah,
I haven't figured it out yet.
It's
Good
hard
game.
with the masks on, isn't it?
Let me know. Let me know.
I know.
Let me know.
Do you know
You know, I'm
what's
kind of a
what's
pork
going to
guy.
be the end result here?
Okay.
You know, Candace, or are you just
What I
kind of making
want
it
right
up?
now is a big, good, hearty soup. So I'm going to take this chicken when it gets up to temp and pull it all off the
Okay.
bones, and then dice it up. That's going to go in. And then I've got my rice, my noodles, my onion stuff. Over here I've got diced tomatoes. Give it a little Louisiana flair, maybe. I've got black beans that we've drained and golden corn.
Ooh.
That's all going to go into my soup.
You're
That's my
multitasking.
plan.
You're multitasking very
Then we're
well.
going to add the bacon in there for a little sprinkle that on top for a little savory touch. The bread we're going to use for a crusty bread. Yeah? How are we doing?
Looks good to me.
Okay, I got a
Here-
couple different things going. Are they ready?
Well, I'm thinking so.
Okay. I don't want these to overcook. I just want them to sweat
Don't
out.
let me
That's-
distract you. I don't want
Nope,
to cause
that's
a
probably
disaster
about
here.
it. We'll just let
Well,
them
it looks like
sit.
you've really got things under control.
Oh, I'm
Looking-
kind of doubting that, but I'm glad it looks that way.
It's looking great.
Jordan, can I have another one of those little spoons? Usually I just throw these up and try to catch them in my mouth, but that's not going to work today.
You feeling any pressure? We're down under an hour now. You still have plenty of time, but are you nervous at all?
How much time do I have left?
Oh, about 55 minutes.
Okay, those are good. Those are good. We can drain that now. I have no idea. At my house, when they say, what time is supper? I say, when it's done. So, you know, I got that going
That's
for
a
me.
good answer. Looking good over here, Candace. Keep up the good work. All right, let's see how Carl's doing over here.
Baking pan in there, or can I use another stove?
Carl, how we coming along over here, bud?
Well, if we figure out what we're doing, it'd be better off. What we got, like a couple hours left? Huh?
We're under an hour now. You
We
still
are.
have plenty of time, but you might need to be turning the stove on pretty soon.
I got
Candace has
stuff.
got like 6 pots going over there.
I got stuff in the
Do you?
in the oven.
In the oven.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're bringing the chicken back. I thought you would have ruled that out.
Well, I did, but I got this. Look I got people laughing at me over here.
Really good to have a support.
Oh, isn't it awesome?
Support group
It's just
there.
awesome.
That's why we keep them on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
that's
line.
right. That's right.
I see 2 of the judges are over here watching you too.
Yeah, well, you know, it might be, I might just be lucky to serve something. That's what I might.
Have you figured out, have you decided what the end result is going to be, or are you kind of waiting to see what takes shape?
No, I know what the end result's going to be.
Yeah. Have you figured out how you're going to work the popcorn end?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do
Is
have
it a
that figured
secret?
out. What's that?
Is it a secret? It's going to be one of the pancake setup. All right. Looking good over here, Carl. Are you feeling the pressure at all?
Well, I'm thinking maybe you and I should switch places and you can cook.
I like it on this side of
You
the
do?
counter. I'm just fine over here.
Well, this is a wonderful facility you have here. Oh, no, you're right.
4 plates.
Well, we'll find out. I don't know. I don't know what it'll taste like, but that's correct. It is.
1, 2, 3.
And it's very, and you know, and it's
4.
a peppered bacon. It's peppered bacon. Exactly. What's that?
Oh my gosh, I'm talking to myself over
James,
here.
you're a good man, buddy. Can I cook the chicken? All right. Perfect.
Usually I would use a microwave. Imagine that there's no microwave at the culinary school. What?
There's like
What
no
the heck?
instant rice.
Oh, there is a microwave? Where's the microwave? Oh, let's use the microwave. My God, is that going to be easier? Okay, what can I put in the microwave? Do we have anything plastic? The pitchers? Excellent.
What did Randy do?
Thank you. God, you're a godsend,
Well, that was
Jordan.
nice
I thought I
of you.
was going to have to do a water bath and then melt the butter.
You talking about a bath over there?
I did. I thought I was going to have to do the water bath butter melting thing.
Was it a bubble bath?
Look what I found.
What?
A microwave.
What do you do with that?
I'm melting butter. What are you doing?
Candace, I really don't know. James,
20
did you get
seconds.
this fired up
Perfect.
for me? Thank you.
I keep touching things. Hello. Thank you,
How
sir.
long does chicken have to cook?
Okay, is that my cookie sheet?
Okay.
Can it be my cookie sheet? Yay, it's my cookie sheet.
How does it look?
A little bit more.
Chicken's
Yep.
supposed to be like 165.
We're going to brush
is it not?
the bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, how's our bacon and our chicken doing? That's kind of our ballywick going here. Can you switch those two around? And then watch the big bacon. I'm gonna like use as a garnish to twirl, like kind of like as a pretty. So we need that to be so I can twirl it. We maybe could twirl it. Do we have any toothpicks? And then get that to finish cooking in a twirl. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Does everybody like bacon the same way in your house, Candace?
Huh.
Where some
No.
people like it crispy, some like it
No.
fatty.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
there's 5 of us. And I'm getting a daughter-in-law
Oh,
coming
is
up.
that right?
Yeah.
No
So
way.
there's 6 of us with the
Really?
daughter-in-law, and there's like 3 and 3. 3 like it really crispy. I like it burnt, just right on the edge of burnt. And then some others like it chewy and a little bit floppy.
Yeah,
And
same in our household.
So,
you gotta make
you
it
know.
different ways. It smells terrific.
we're doing good. Rid of that
How many
water.
gloves have you gone through, Carl?
Well, you
Now I
gotta be
need
safe.
this.
You gotta be safe, and gloves are important. So, I think I've gone through probably a dozen.
That's why they're there.
What am I gonna do with that?
All right, where are we standing here? You got something in the oven?
Yeah, I got some bacon, got some butter.
Butter on the
Gonna
stove.
make some soup here in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sour cream with thicken it. How do you like your salad, Mr. Judge? Do you like it creamy or oily? Vinegar and oil. So you like a Greek yogurt or Miracle Whip mayonnaise base?
Whoa,
I'm going for your vote here, dude.
Candace.
Huh? What if I doctor it up? A little bit, doctor it a little bit, make it a little savory? Okay. Alrighty then, I'm gonna go grab my popcorn before he grabs what he wants.
You heard Candace over there asking the judge, one of the judges, how he likes his salad. So I don't know if that's a violation of the spirit of the competition.
Just a
But I don't-
little chatter.
I-
Just
Yeah, I
a little
don't
talky
feel
talk.
I don't feel that is.
Bacon
Just a little
and
talky
beans
talk.
and mushroom soup.
How's that
Okay.
chicken doing,
All
Jordan?
the stuff I got in there. was good.
Awesome.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could just
Well, we can
dip
do
them in
those.
there, but I think that might be a little bit too much. What is
What's that?
Oh, over there by the noodles is fine. I'm gonna roll that bacon and try to make a garnish that's pretty.
46 minutes. We're right about the halfway point. 46 minutes to go.
All right. How's our chicken there, big shooter? Woo, got a little ways to go. Jack that baby up and boil the crap out of it.
I'm thinking, but I need to use
How they
three
doing?
items. Is
I
Carl,
have.
are you rooting for
That's the
Carl?
difference.
well,
I think
then it's
Midwest.
And south,
Southern,
yeah.
He looked.
Okay, right at the end, we're gonna broil those little buggers. How we doing?
Thank
You
you.
good? Go in our soup. I think we can
What's
get a
that?
big one.
I did.
All right,
I
am
did.
gonna go
I did.
get another
No,
big.
not at all.
Do you think I need a little bit big? Yeah, one of those over there,
Almond?
Pop. Ho, chicken, ho!
Looks good. Smells good.
Yeah, let's get some, maybe, trying to figure out, so we got the bacon we'll put in, we'll pull some chicken off the bone, and then we'll package the rest of the chicken up for another
Okay.
item. We need 4 good, is that gonna be big enough for 4 good ladles? You think so? Okay. All right, yeah, I think probably, like, not even halfway, don't you think, to start? Because we're gonna dump
I had
the
to
beans
resist the
and
urge
get
to
those.
bring-
But I don't want to butter my bread with the
We're going to
fro-
take a short tour now of the Food Bank of Siouxland's warehouse and meet Janet Reynolds of the Midtown Family Community Center, the Food Bank of Siouxland's 2020 Agency of the Year. Stay tuned for more.
This is the backpack room for the Food Bank of Siouxland, where we serve 10 area local schools, 8 in Sioux City and 2 in South Sioux City. This is kind of an example of what we provide. We do like to do juice, milk, meal cups, fruit cups, and of course cereal. So this goes out every Friday to the local schools, or the day that leads into the weekend for the schools. A lot of the schools call it the backpack club, so the kids go down, get their sack of food, put it in their backpack, and take it home. Right now we're averaging 2,100 sacks, which is about 10% up from last year on a consistent basis. And just really look forward to making sure that these kids have food to take home with them that is easy to eat and easy to prepare. So one of the most important things that food bank volunteers and food bank employees do is sort through donations. Right now we're going through meat donations and we're separating them into beef, poultry, and pork boxes so that we can hand them back out to agencies and families in need. One of the other important places for a food bank agency to come is the dock area. Behind me is one of the trucks that we have at the Food Bank of Siouxland, and also a dock. This is where agencies will come and pick up food before they hand it out, or will load up and take on a delivery.
My name is Janet Reynolds, and I am the coordinator for Midtown Family Community Center here in Sioux City, Iowa. We've seen a lot more people that we've never seen before come through to get food. We have people that are coming to collect food for our elderly who are afraid to come out. But our numbers have really raised quite a bit during this time due to the whole COVID problem. Well, we get almost all of the food that we do have. We receive it from the Food Bank of Siouxland. We have 2 pantries twice a month, and for both of our pantries, the food bank delivers meats, bread, sweets, and other stuff for us to give out to the community. We have, like I said, we do have more people that are helping each other. We do allow, if like one person in the building, apartment building, she'll come and collect for, 2 or 3 other families. We have a lot of people that are sharing what they do receive with other people in their buildings. Our kids, the number of kids that are needing food is higher because parents are losing their jobs, their hours have been cut back, kids are staying home from school. So there's more of a need for families to have food in their homes. And once you pay for, rent, lights, and utilities, there's really not that much left over. So people are utilizing the food pantries that probably never even knew we had them until this all took place. One of the main things about Midtown is we're all volunteers. nobody that helps do the pantries or our free meal, nobody is paid, including myself. And I think the most important thing for people to understand is it's always great to give back, because you never ever know when that might be you sitting in that line getting food. And I think that with the problems that this economy is having, and with COVID and everything, I think people are starting to realize, that we do need to give back. We do need to make sure that our neighbors are okay and that, everybody is fed. There's so many food pantries in this area that the food bank supplies food for, that people shouldn't have to go hungry. Everybody should be able to go to bed with a full stomach. I personally, growing up the way I grew up, we didn't really have food banks, and we went to bed. There was a lot of us. We went to bed hungry, woke up hungry. So that's where I get my drive to do what I do. Is I do what I do so that I can help make sure that you or your child is not going to go to bed hungry.
I don't know, Jordan, we might need a bigger pot. Well, let's go for it. Let's put that baby on. That way we don't have to worry. Perfect. I think we're good. We can always add more water. That's a majorly big pot.
How are we doing? Okay. I don't know if my chicken will be done or not, but that's all right.
Pepper, 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 pepper.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
How's my butter over there, buddy? Is it ready? I just want to start. I want to saute my onions and my bacon. Put my bacon up raw. Should I cook? Can I do it in the bacon? Oh yeah. I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, no, no, no. We're not doing that, baby.
Foods. Yes. You provided the bacon. How's it looking there on Candace's?
It looks really good. We've been waiting
Yay!
now
Okay, can
35
you
minutes
drain
for
the
the first
chicken?
glimpse of the bacon.
It smells good too.
It smells
then
great.
we'll-
I know Carl's got the same thing that's going to come out of the oven here in a minute. So I know as one of the judges, we've all been looking forward to this part of the competition.
I was talking to Candace earlier. Some people like their bacon crispy. Some people like it barely.
I'm a crispy person.
Is that? There's no wrong way to cook it.
There's no wrong way. But
She-
I prefer the oven method, just like both
Okay,
of them.
that's what I was going to ask. I think it's a lot easier that way too.
Yeah, it's less messy.
Yeah. What do you think, Jacob?
Well,
Smells
I'm
pretty
really
good.
glad to see that. Again, that's what's going to probably earn my points right there. How well they use that bacon.
Jenny, what do you think?
It smells good in here, so now I'm getting hungry. I'm excited. And she was doing some like rolling with it. That was kind of interesting. I'm kind
I
of
wonder
curious
what
to see what she's gonna do.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you in on the little secret. She confided in me that she baked extra bacon to bribe the judge.
I
It'll
like
work.
bribes.
don't-
I
Yeah,
like
we
bribes.
all
Against
will
the
be
rules,
bribed.
Yeah. That smells good over there.
That does smell good. If nothing else, it smells good, right?
We at 165 on the chickens yet?
Yep,
That's the official temp, right?
That is the
That's
official
the
temp.
target temperature.
yep.
Fully cooked.
I
I
need
gotta
'em-
say, it's really smelling good over here, guys.
Now I got to get them to cool off.
The chicken and the garlic and the bacon and the onions. Candace, if you remember her idea, the plan was to make a soup of sorts. Is that right? Chop it
Yeah,
all up?
nice hearty soup in the winter. So I boiled the chicken,
So
and
got
if I
12
had
in
more
there.
time, I probably would have kept the juice, the water, and then threw the bones back in it and made a nice chicken stock for.
All right.
But I don't have time for that today.
We were spying on you
Yeah.
earlier when you took the bacon out. You were rolling it up. What were you
Well,
doing with that?
it's a little too meaty, a little too thick for the roll.
Oh, it is thick cut.
Come on, reach
Thick
like that.
cut peppercorn
There
bacon.
we go.
The judges were very encouraged by what they saw with the bacon.
So now they're still going to get it as a garnish with their bread. How's our diced
wonder how
bacon
much-
doing,
okay.
Jordan?
Yeah. Okay.
Carl, how
Okay.
you doing over here?
Good.
Sure,
It's
let's
coming
throw
together.
that in then.
Plan's coming together.
I love it when a good plan comes together.
I just kind of want to
Ooh, that smells good.
farmhouse chop that. I don't want it to be perfect, but I also don't like these little things. Ooh, get that out of there.
I'm liking the smell of that, Carl.
Yeah.
You got onions and
I gotta
Some
remember
bacon.
not to go
and,
too
Good old
fast.
bacon.
Is there garlic in there or just
Yeah, there's a little garlic. Yep.
and then the
I
butter
got
on the
plenty
back
of
there?
chicken.
I know there's not much going on with the kale on either side of the aisle here. Very nice looking garnish though.
Do you think we need all of it, or is that going to be too much? About right, isn't it? I think it's about right too. Yeah, 4, and we'll have a little left over in case they're extra hungry. Or to put in the refrigerator for, you know, my family likes leftovers.
I need to put some more in there. Stir it up.
Who sharpens the knife? Is that you, Jordan? Did they teach you that?
Same in there.
These are beautiful. It's
when
actually
you strain
harder
that?
to cut yourself when you got a really sharp knife because you don't have to work so hard at it. So this is working out well for me.
I really want to eat some of that popcorn.
I think that's allowed.
You do?
I think that'd be fine.
Wow.
Which popcorn did you choose here?
I just
Carl?
chose the old standby.
The old plain salted popcorn.
Yep.
Okay. And your plan is to integrate it into the pancake, huh?
Yep. Fry it.
That is very interesting. That's a good strategy, I feel.
I don't understand measuring.
I was going to
sticks,
say,
so
you look
I
like you
just-
know what? Yeah, just kind of eyeball
Yeah,
it.
just, well, thank you. Have you met James yet? James is a student here.
Both of
Culinary.
our contestants are getting some help from culinary students here at
Yeah.
Western Iowa Tech.
Oh,
and
James
James
is
lending a
great
good
guy.
hand, too, yeah.
Think that's good?
You're putting them to work.
And right towards the end, do you think we should put the, yeah, not all the butter, perfect, excellent. Like towards the end, we'll put the rice and the noodles, don't you think? Awesome, thank you.
Sauce on top and some rice. What do you think? And then I got to put, where's my fryer? Oh, there's my fryer.
Okay,
We're going to make some we're going to make some fried popcorn.
how are we
In
doing?
batter.
Okay, we got the bacon
Okay.
out.
30 minutes left, contestants. 30 minutes, might be 29 actually.
Argo, I saw it. Whoop!
It might be about to get messy. Candace is busting out the cornstarch.
I just need to thicken my soup a little bit. I did. I got a lot. I can wash one here too.
Fry it?
About that much?
Huh? Or not?
Huh?
Is
I
that
think
too
that's
thick?
about right. Huh? No. Who needs a spatula? Okay, I don't want any lumpy lumps.
All right, let's catch up with Carl over here because he's got the secret ingredient on a plate.
Well,
The mystery
I
ingredient.
think I finally might have a plan for the day.
30 minutes.
With a little
This
wax.
only needs about.
Oh. How's it mixing with the batter there?
Good.
That looks
Ooh,
very
do I have
interesting.
another knife? Not that knife.
I
Chicken
thought there was
knife,
some under
bacon
here, am
knife.
I
No.
wrong?
Do we have a clean knife?
It's very tasty. We have a little olive
It's like
oil.
you're going to make an omelet or
Huh?
something.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. How's that
What do you
soup
got
doing?
all
Did it
back
thicken
there?
up?
Is that rice?
That's
back there?
Can you
rice,
stir
and I
that for
got
me
some
just every
cream
little
of
once in a
mushroom
while?
soup.
Whoopsies. Good, thank you.
Candace cutting up one of the apples over here now.
Yeah, I remember a popcorn salad.
The ladies from church.
Yes. Do you think I can remember what the dressing was? Not so much.
Improvise.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. They don't need a lot of it.
Candace,
Huh?
how you doing?
I'm really not sure.
It smells good.
Are you doing breakfast, I hear?
I think I'm gonna try that.
Well, this is gonna work out well because we're doing something different.
Well, that's
like-
about all I got in my
I like
repertoire.
different. The peanut butter is very tempting, but I'm gonna stay away from that. Okay, now I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So I'm gonna do this.
22? Perfect.
Al, can you get this open? Is that
Let me give
cheating
you a
if I...
hand here.
Huh?
Let me give you a hand here.
Thank you.
I would just use scissors.
I know, but oh, there, I got this one. Do about half of that. I ran out of spatulas, so now I'm using whatever
boy.
this is.
That's a little chewy.
I think I'm supposed to. You didn't get it either, did you?
Oh, there we go.
We're gonna have to eat the rest of it because we just killed the bag. Okay, we'll try that. Ooh, that smells nummy.
Yeah, Carl was talking about just eating it straight. I told him I think that's okay. It's not
I
against
think
the
so
rules.
too.
How long?
Do you need any sauce on that or?
What all is in there, Candace?
We have cinnamon popcorn,
Pears,
pears.
apple, and plain popcorn.
We got 2 different kinds of crunch. You got sweet with the cinnamon, a little salty, and then you don't feel very naughty because you got the fruit. Okay, I'm loving this. Are you sure you don't want to try some? I'll get you a little bowl.
I will in a little bit. Is it done? Are you gonna? You need something
It's
to hold
done.
it together, or is
I
it
just
good
need
to
to
go?
plate it. So now I gotta go find
Okay.
some plate.
We've got
Oh
right
my
about.
God, you guys are gonna love the popcorn salad. You are going to love it.
We've got something here.
How big of a pie? You can go ahead. That is gonna be savory and delightful. I'm kind of happy with that. Like after sledding or snowmobiling. Doesn't that look good?
Over there?
That's
Is that
like a shorthand.
Oh,
Kind of want it a little thicker, but I think the noodles and the rice is going to make it thicker.
Good. Getting ready to put it together. Is that enough? Huh?
Hey, Carl, do you remember, are we supposed to plate 4?
4?
Do you
4
know?
what?
I thought we were supposed to plate 4.
Great.
You're
Oh.
welcome, Carl. You would have been 1 shy.
I would have been. You would have won
There you go.
automatically.
Well, I don't want to win
another
because
one.
I have 4
Yeah,
and you
I
have 3.
thank you.
So you guys are going to love this salad. Boy, I love the church ladies. I'm glad I remembered that. Oh, you're good. You're fine. Okay, let's see. How's that going over there? I'm going to use the big bowl so it presents really well. Do you think that's a good plan, Jordan? Okay, and where's our broiler?
When I get it
15
ready?
minutes. 15 minutes.
What's that?
Okay, 1 for you and 1 for me. Big soup spoons.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Put the cheese on it? I wanna,
What do you
I wanna
think?
melt this cheese. Huh?
You need a little more broth?
Cube.
Okay.
In the almond. I think Candace is ahead of me.
Well, she's plated her some salads anyway.
Huh? More salt. I didn't know how much salt was going to be in that bacon. More salt.
Oh, that one's done. Smell it.
Okay. Again? 2 of those? That's what I think.
Should I do now? Hold. Can I put stuff in the middle or put it on top?
Big old stir.
How's it looking in there?
Good. Do you want to try it?
That's pretty good. That looks like real soup, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is Jordan's. So Jordan's helping me with salt. I can tend to get things a little too salty sometimes. Give that a shot. What do you think of pepper? I do have some white pepper if we need it. I think maybe just, do we have salt and pepper shakers and they can add to their liking? No? Okay. I got an idea.
That one's overdone, buddy.
I just want to use these. Huh?
How's she doing, Jordan?
Little
Be
salt
honest.
and pepper.
You look like she knows what she's
Because
doing.
we don't have salt and pepper shakers, right?
She really does, doesn't she?
Okay.
I
we
see
have
a
white
chicken
pepper.
bone on the floor there, but
Huh?
that's not a problem. That's not. Well, that's on you, huh? Not a problem anyway.
How do I keep them warm?
Did you try the salad? Okay, it looks pretty good.
How's that bread?
James, how's our guy doing over here?
Thank you, sir.
It looks like he knows his way around the kitchen, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's
we
the
do.
student, and you're the instructor today, kind of.
Okay. All right. We have 4 more.
Carl, are you saving the popcorn for last?
Yep. That'll be
And
the
we have more
final-
butter, so we're good. How many are good?
Is it? Okay.
2, 3, 4. All right. See, I need to do those early because I've done this before to myself.
10 minutes, contestants,
Oh,
10
we got
minutes.
time, don't we? Do I still have that garlic stuff that I put on the other ones?
Okay.
Thank you. Watch those babies.
How
I
do you
don't
do
think
it,
I can
like
get
this?
4 more. Okay, I need to plate the soup.
Candace, for 10 minutes away, you gonna make it?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like both of you
I need-
pretty much
I need a
managed your
potato.
time well. Now it's down to the presentation.
Put more in there?
Okay, I don't want that. It's a little dirty, messy.
Whoa, I'm making a mess. You will? And you'll cuss me for
So
the
you're-
mess that I'm making.
You're deep frying the popcorn in pancake batter then, is that right, Carl?
Correct.
That looks pretty interesting, actually.
We'll see what it tastes like.
I like the idea.
Soup
Our
takes a lot of
contestants
time.
have gone
People
in
don't realize
completely
that.
different directions
Good
with the
soup.
popcorn.
I should have put that
Okay,
garlic in
just
there
making
with
a place
the
for
onion and
the thing of soup when they.
Too late to do garlic bread? Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Is this what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. They haven't told me not to, so. I usually ask for forgiveness rather than permission, so. Carl, you're gonna want some of my popcorn salad, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and
It's delightful.
my deep fat fried popcorn
Did you?
and a peanut butter sauce.
I'm shorter than you, even with my cooking shoes on. Check this out.
Main event. Ooh.
Doesn't that look
looks
delightful?
fantastic.
What's our time, Valerie?
Time is
How much
six,
time?
6 minutes, 5 minutes, about 6 minutes left.
Spoon.
So you can bring it on over whenever
You think?
it's done.
I don't want it to be cold when they eat it. Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta finish these. We had a mishap with some bread, but we left ourselves some time. Less than 5 minutes, am I
5
right?
minutes now. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
How you doing, Carl?
He's concentrating on getting plates.
I could stall a little bit if I needed to.
Is there a name for it, Candace?
Huh?
Is there a name for it?
Farmhouse party soup. This is for like after you've been doing chores or moving cattle. Could also be for after like if you're snowmobiling or the
Coming in
kids
from the
are out
cold.
sledding. Yes.
Something to stick to the ribs a little bit.
Right. And the best is tomorrow when you warm up the leftovers, it'll taste just a little bit different. You know how chili's
Mhm.
better? Soup is like that too, I think.
My chicken's
Don't you?
not ready.
I do. Some
Huh?
people say it's better the second
No.
day.
So yeah. We've got a little leftover salad here. Al, I really think you should try that.
I will try some salad before the night is over.
Pretty delightful.
Oh my, Candace, what happened over here?
Oh, yeah, and I told him when I put it in, I said, okay, I'm gonna put this in. I saved 1 loaf of bread back because I always burn some.
Oh,
Remind me to get the bread.
always good to have a backup plan
So
like that.
we had a backup
Should
plan
we-
and we had plenty of time.
Should we plate these for the judges?
We should not.
No?
Can I put the mushroom?
We should not. I
sauce
would
on
even
there yet?
either save that for my chickies or I would scrape it off and then dice that up and put it in a nice egg bake.
Oh, there you go.
So it's not all, I mean, it's
It
just,
won't go to waste.
okay. Let's try not to trip all the way over. Hi, guys.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, contestants. Our contestants putting the final touches on, bringing the plates over. Carl, it looks like you mixed some gravy here that I didn't even know was going on.
A little mushroom.
Oh, that's
Gravy,
right. That's
yeah.
your cream of mushroom soup on top.
Correct. Bacon.
1 minute. 1 minute. Forty-five seconds. See Carl over there putting the final touches on his dishes. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. All right, contestants. Carl, bring him on over. We'll talk to Candace.
I'll stall them for you, Carl. You're good.
Thank you. No,
Our time is up. An hour and a half just gone like that.
Well
Where does the
done.
time go? Let's start with Candace over here. All right, it's just about the moment of truth, and I got to say I'm very impressed. I'm blown away by what our contestants have come up with. Very creative ideas. I'm seeing a lot of really fun-looking, great-looking food. They've got it all in front of the judges, and they'll be trying it in just a moment. But first, let's talk with our contestants. And Candace, you've got all kinds of stuff going on here.
I
Tell
do.
us what you came up with.
Okay, so the mystery food is the popcorn. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the cinnamon crunch swirl popcorn with which is the sweet, and then you got a little salty with the salted butter. And then in there is the pears, the canned pears that I didn't drain a lot. I left a little juice on so that we could use that, and a diced up apple. And it is actually quite delightful. I'm kind of proud of it. I didn't know what I was going to do with that. I thought about, throwing it in the soup. It didn't look good. I thought about using it as the croutons on top of the soup. I didn't really think that would be good. And then I remembered the church ladies at my church used to make this salad with popcorn. I don't think this is theirs, but that's what inspired me. So that's your salad. This is farmhouse hearty soup. It's whatever you've got in the farmhouse. You could use leftovers, or if you've got one of those spent chickens and you boil it up. So I boiled up the chicken. So the farm women would then boil them up and use them for the meal to feed their families. They just used everything. So you pull the meat off of the bones and you dice it up and kind of rough dice it, not perfect. Throw that in. I've got some onion, some garlic, the noodles that I used from the mac and cheese, and I saved the cheese and I'll use that at a later date for something else. Canned corn that I drained. The diced tomatoes I did not drain. I wanted that in there to give it a little flavor. There was something else in a can that I used. The bacon, yep, diced up bacon. And the beans. The beans were the kidney beans. I don't like the juice on the beans in a soup. I think it takes it over. So I rinsed those off and threw those in there. So there's rice, noodles, chicken, all kinds of things. And it made a huge pot. So tomorrow there'll be leftovers. This also would freeze well. So you could put some of it away. So, if you're suffering from not enough food instability, this is a great way. A soup is a great way to just take those items and make them go further and further and further. I wasn't sure what the bacon was going to do for the saltiness. That's just a little salt and pepper, and it's your own, so we don't have shakers to pass. So that's just a little extra salt and pepper if you think you need it. I think it's much easier to add a little bit more. If you each want a little bit more, you can't take it away once it's in there. So if you think it needs a little more, that's what that is. Over here we have the crusty bread. It's got a little char on it, and it's got a lot of butter on it. I mean, a lot of butter. You're going to love it. And then a little bit of spices on that. And then this is your meat candy. That's your dessert. Little meat candy bacon for you, so that's your garnish. So
Let the bacon speak for itself.
Yes.
Judges, go ahead and start sampling it.
Give it a shot.
Candace, tell us, what was the biggest challenge you faced?
In the soup, I'm still trying to figure out the salad, the mystery popcorn.
How to work that popcorn.
Yes, and I'm really happy with it. So I want the crew to try it too, because they've all been watching me and thinking but it's, so what do you guys think? What do you think of the soup? And that crusty bread is good just to soak it just a little bit in there. Give yourself a little dunking time. The salad, I can't decide if it's a salad really or if it's a dessert, because you've got the sweet and the salty and then the fruitiness to it. It's kind of, I had a lime over there. I was going to add that to the soup, because a lot of times if you add a little citrus to the soup, it brightens it a little. But it's so hearty, I didn't want to brighten that. I thought it was, what do you think? Are you liking? I got stiff competition over there. He's got a whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, what are your initial thoughts here, judges?
And while you're trying it, okay, you see this over here?
Oh yeah, Candace, what?
So I have leftover bacon. So tomorrow morning we can have pancakes, bacon, take the rest of your apple, and then the syrup, and you'll have a nice hearty breakfast. pull this out of the refrigerator, your leftovers, and you'll have nice leftovers for that. So you really need to make it, in tough times, you got to make your food go a little further. I could have used some of this to thicken. What do you think of that? It's oddly, it's crazy good.
It is really good.
As I was saying, that the rice was also that ingredient that I was looking for where it's used, and that shows up. And this adds that a little extra texture.
A little texture, yeah.
And Candace, I think you're right. You're solid with the mystery ingredients, really good.
Isn't that ridiculously?
Yeah, surprisingly innovative and good.
It is surprisingly
nice
good
job.
too. Yeah, I mean, it's like a humble brag over here, but I'm just really surprised. I didn't know if that was going to work.
Very good.
And I kept like half of the bag back because if it didn't work, I was just going to give you that for dessert and say, here's your popcorn. But it's just and again, I have to credit the church ladies. Pay attention to those church ladies. They're smart. They know how to make food go a long way. It's what they have on hand, and they can figure it out. Now theirs had grapes in it. I do remember grapes, and I think it had a little Greek yogurt sauce, but I don't think this needed it. So sometimes enough is enough. And I do have to say, Jordan was my culinary expert from Western Iowa Tech. Whoops. And Jordan was my helper today, and he was awesome. He kept my area clean, made sure, I'm like, did I use this knife yet? No. Can I use this? Yes. So we don't have any cross-contamination. Jordan is fabulous. This is a wonderful facility out here, too, at Western Iowa Tech. So thank them for letting us.
You look like you're enjoying that salad, too.
I would have never thought that the popcorn and the fruit would go pair so well.
You get that, and you get the two textures of the Bartlett pears that were in the can. So they kind of mush and just savory, and then the crunch of the apple.
Yeah. The crunch of the apple.
Yeah.
I would say you probably didn't need the salted popcorn, but the caramel or the cinnamon popcorn
with those
mixed
pears
with the pears and the apples. It's
oh good.
It's
I'm
nicely
so glad.
contrasting and super bright. I'm with you. I really like the salad.
I surprised myself on that. So, well, good. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I'm super happy you enjoyed it.
All right.
And was the bacon done enough for you in the soup?
Don't fill up too
Yes?
much, judges, because we've got Carl's dishes up next. Okay, let's turn to Carl now. Carl's dishes are on the table in front of the judges. And Carl, it looks like you've got a very great spread here, too. What did you prepare for the judges?
I prepared a very simple breakfast, omelets with sauteed onions, and then there's a cream of mushroom soup drizzled on top of it. And then the mystery item was the popcorn. So what I did is I deep fat fried that in peanut butter. And then the rice and some bacon wrapped chicken.
That is some very creative stuff there. Did you try the popcorn?
I did.
You did?
It's actually not bad.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the judges will be
I was
trying
impressed.
it here in just a moment.
But I got to give a huge shout out to James, my helper.
You had a helper, James, too, huh?
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
Another one of the students, the culinary students here at Western Iowa Tech Community College.
And thank you to WIT for hosting this event. It's fantastic. And obviously the Food Bank of Siouxland for everything that you do. We appreciate that. So great to be here. Enjoyed it. Candace is a very, very formidable competitor. She did a great job. Very beautiful setup that you had, and I'm sure quite tasty.
He's going for brownie points with the
am.
judges there by being nice. Carl, what was the biggest challenge you faced?
Actually, the biggest challenge that I faced was not figuring out what I was going to make until about 35 to 40 minutes in. And then I finally figured it out. I knew what I wanted to do with the bacon, but everything else just kind of came at the end.
Well, it looks fantastic. Judges, go ahead and start sampling the food that Carl came up with for you here. Carl, do you do a lot of cooking? You looked like you knew what you were doing.
I can burn a very good steak with the best of them.
Now, our contestants were required to use at least 3 of the ingredients from the food box, plus the mystery ingredient. I don't think we had any trouble with that. You didn't leave too many ingredients untouched, did you?
No, I didn't. I tried to use as many as I could. Give everyone an idea of what can be used.
What's inside the omelets?
Inside the omelets are sauteed onions and sauteed bacon.
It smelled fantastic when you were putting that on the stove over there. Does it matter what you start with, which food they try first? Is there any certain
I
order, or
think
you
it's
just?
it's a mixture of breakfast, along with some chicken, and then maybe some popcorn drizzled in peanut butter for kind of the finale.
That's one very hearty breakfast. Probably call that a brunch. Now, as a employee, as you're with Seaboard Triumph Foods, do you eat a lot of the bacon?
Oh, absolutely. The bacon is phenomenal.
Goes with the job, I guess.
Yeah, the bacon is phenomenal.
You didn't skimp on it here, I see, too.
Well, you can never go wrong with bacon.
No.
It's very good, Carl.
Thank you.
Yeah, what are your initial thoughts here, judges?
To be honest, I was a little skeptical of the popcorn, the deep fried peanut butter popcorn, but that's fantastic.
Thank you.
I could see myself like cooking this at home, frying up some popcorn with peanut butter. That's really, really good.
I was really surprised with the cream of mushroom soup. That's not something I usually eat with eggs, so went really well with
And I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but that's fantastic.
It's very gravy. I mean, it has the taste and consistency of gravy. I think you did a good job. The bacon wrap, the bacon on the chicken certainly gives it another moisture factor.
Thank you.
And it just pairs well together. So nicely done.
Nobody's going to go hungry today here,
No,
are they?
we're not.
Yeah.
And we hope no one in Sioux City goes hungry, in
Sure.
Siouxland.
Well, that's what we're here for. Carl, tell us how you deep fried the popcorn in peanut butter.
Yeah, so I used the pancake batter and made just a nice, easy, light pancake batter. And then I fried it in the pancake batter. And then I just drizzled the peanut butter on top of it.
The peanut butter at the end. Okay,
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to let the judges sample a little bit more and deliberate amongst themselves. And we'll, in the meantime, we're going to hear a word from one of our judges who's also the executive director of the Food Bank of Siouxland, Jake Wonderscheid.
Jake Wonderscheid, the executive director of the Food Bank of Siouxland. 7 years ago, when I started at the Food Bank of Siouxland, I was looking for a job, and quite early, I found that every day I could go home knowing that I directly helped people throughout Siouxland. So the last year is what I imagine being at a bull riding competition would be. We got into the saddle and just held on for most of the year. The biggest factors were the change from in-person pantries to having a drive-by style where we were making pre-assembled boxes versus letting people pick the items that were inside the box. We were slated to have growth through 2025 that would equal as many pounds as we distributed in 2020. So we've met that goal in 1 year in a pandemic year. That means to me that we had lots and lots of need throughout Siouxland. Though we serve 11 counties in northwest Iowa and northeast Nebraska, we saw that 900,000 pounds of food go out to clients. It was just eye-opening to how generous Siouxlanders were with helping distribute the food, donating, and really trying to meet the need for all that needed the food. I think the biggest pivot that the Food Bank of Siouxland has had is to switch the model that we distributed food. Previously, we'd really worked with agencies to create a farmer's market style of distribution where the products were laid out and clients could kind of pick items that they would want. Again, we switched to that pre-assembled box, and a lot of boxing was going on here at the food bank. So it just takes us longer at the food bank now to pre-sort, sort, and then rebox that product. We have been greatly benefited from wonderful volunteers, as we're also trying to rely on more purchased food than we ever have before, because grocery stores have experienced high demand, and that's where we get a lot of our donated product for the boxes is our retail donation program. Without those donations, we have had to step up how much food that we were buying, and that was a big change as well. Because we're doing retail donation pickups,
pre-sorting, sorting into boxes for agencies. We've also experienced high product expenses, including tape, pallet wrap, and the boxes themselves. Thank you for everybody that has touched the food bank, from either if you were a recipient, a donor, a volunteer, a pantry worker. Thank you very much. Without your support, the food bank could not be here. We are a small but mighty staff. We do have 11 staff members, but without your help, we just can't do what we want to do. Be an advocate for the Food Bank of Siouxland. Talk about your experience and how it has helped you, how it has touched you. As my predecessor has said, we work for a paycheck of the heart, knowing that every day that I work for people that truly do need assistance has been awesome. I think that's one of also the biggest struggles is every day I think about, if I put in 5 more minutes, can I feed another kid? If we find $5 more, can we feed another family? And that's what we keep on trying to do, so that we can fight hunger throughout Siouxland.
The moment of truth. It's time to find out who the winner is of our mystery basket cooking competition today. First, we're going to get a quick word from each of the judges on their final thoughts on all of the dishes here today. Tim?
Well, I think I can speak for both other judges. Fantastic job by both contestants. Wildly creative, and the food was great. Candace, your soup was a great use of all the ingredients, and would extend the use of, you could have this meal the next day and the following day. And,
Thank you, thank you.
it was very, very well done. We all complimented the use of all the bacon. It was great. Carl, your omelet, super simple. I think all of us said, I don't know that we would have ever thought of putting cream of mushroom soup on it as a gravy, but it was really, really delicious. So congratulations to both of you, and it was very, very well executed.
So we were also incredibly impressed with the use of the mystery ingredient. It was really hard to choose between both uses of that. I never would have thought a deep fried popcorn and peanut butter. That was fantastic. I can see myself making that at home. The salad with the apples and the pears was so light and refreshing. Again, that's totally something I could see. Who would have thought you could do more with popcorn than just sit around and snack on it? So, wow, we were really impressed with the creativity of what you guys were able to come up with.
And it was a tough choice. Obviously, there was only 2, but the winner of the 2021 Empty Bowls Cook-Off Mystery Box Challenge is Carl. So congratulations.
Congratulations. Well done, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Wow.
I think the real winners here, we hope, are Siouxland and the food bank, and getting out the donations and making sure you donate food to the food bank, and making sure everyone has food on their table. And they can get really creative with the items. You give great items in the food baskets. And so the real winner here, Carl and I had a great time, didn't we?
We had a great time. It was
fun.
wonderful.
We also want to give a shout out to our 2 culinary students. Mine was Jordan.
Mine was James.
And we both said we'd been dead in the water without them. So thank you to them. Thank you to, of course, Seaboard Triumph Foods for helping us out here today. And you guys did a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the Food Bank of Siouxland's Empty Bowls 2021, and we really hope you've enjoyed the program portion of the evening. A special congratulations once again to Carl, the winner of our cooking competition, and special thanks going to Seaboard Triumph Foods, Western Iowa Tech, and the Culinary Arts Program here for hosting our event tonight. Anderson Brothers Printing, KES Productions, Coated Kernels, and of course, KTIV. And a big thanks to our judges also, Tim, Jenny, and Jacob. Don't forget the auction ends at 8:30, so get those final bids in. And we hope to see you all next year in person.